Hi, and welcome to a yield nodes update. So I haven't done an update since March 2021, which is a considerable amount of time ago, because then I was going to do an update on a monthly basis. So for those that have seen the couple of videos that I have done in the past, that's great. For those that have never seen anything that I've done before, no worries. And for those that are expecting month-on-month videos, I apologise. So yeah, I'll just pick up from where we left off really, and just to give you an idea of the yield nodes journey that I've been on in the last, I don't know, 16 months, or whatever it is. It's been pretty amazing, to be honest. So what I'll do is, if I'll just run through, for those that don't know, I'm sure you've done your own research on yield nodes. This is the first time that you're looking at a yield nodes video, yield nodes is basically a participation scheme. So you invest some money, or put some money into the yield node system. They then create master nodes to prevent you having to spin up your own nodes and do your own staking and all that type of good stuff. So they put it in all the money goes into a pot and it splits it out into nodes, and you're then master noding. It's as simple as that. It sounds too good to be true, as a lot of these things are. But as we know, with crypto investments and all the rest of it, we've seen returns on staking and stuff like that of thousands of percent APY. So from this point of view, it's excellent returns. Of course, there's a risk. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, and these are purely my own thoughts, and everything else that they say is for entertainment purposes only. However, I'm just going to run through the yield node system and show you in black and white, or should we say here in black and green, the results that I've had over the past couple of years, or 16 months, should I say. So looking at the dashboard, you can see here that I've currently got a master node of nearly 14,000, and my total ROI is 27,682. So if I show you how I got to that, and I'll give you an idea of the process that I've been through. So looking at, first off, just here on the dashboard, so looking at this month, so January 2022, we've had a 1.7 weekly profit one, and week two it's 1.9. So we're looking probably in line with what it was for December and November, which both were around about the 7% profit, which is good returns. But I'll take you through what they have been over the previous months, for the last 16 months. You can get an idea of how I've ended up with this amount in and this amount ROI. When you're looking at this saying the ROI, surely I should have more in here. The reason being is that I compounded for a while and then I withdrew some funds. So I'm now currently running, in effect, risk-free. So the amount that I've put in, I've taken out and some. So if I just show you that. So I go from the dashboard to the reports, and I go to 2020, and you can see here in 2020 I only started a small investment in October, and then November, and then put some more in December. So my true journey really started probably from January onwards. You can see here over those 3 months I had a net profit of 1.5, total deposits of 8.7, and then I got some affiliate commissions. So just as part of this, you do get 5% from anything that gets put in on your referral link. A lot of the links or the referrals that I've had have been from friends or family, or what have you, put it in, but there are some that have clicked on it on back of some of the old videos that I've done, which is great. And if you wish to do that, I'll leave a link in the video as well, no problem at all. So if we have a look at that, and you can see the profits, so this is the value. So I put some in, I've got 128 profit here, 460, and then obviously it starts increasing, so 790 based upon the money that I put in. Obviously bearing in mind that the money that you put in is tied in for 6 months, and if you decide to compound that and put it back into the yield node system, then obviously that then is tied in for another 6 months. You don't have to do that. You can obviously withdraw that, either all of it or a percentage of it, or you can 100% compound. So all of those options are available to you. So if you come down here, you'll see the percentage profits over those few months, and you can see the little exclamation mark here is because I put a late deposit in, so I deposited money during that month, so therefore I didn't get the full value of the percentage that month of November 2020, which actually had a percentage of 9.8%, which was pretty good. And then if we go back through the years, and I take a look at 2021, here you get a better picture because it's a full year. So you can see here over the time, as I had put in a bit more money, and you can see I'm compounding month on month. So obviously my profits vary from month to month, but you can see I'll start making 2,000–3,000 euros a month, which was absolutely amazing. And then I got to a point where I wanted to withdraw some money, which I absolutely did. So you can see here, around about here, because you can see it drops considerably with regards to the profit, that in sort of September time, I withdrew some funds. And in total, you can see my withdrawals in 2021 is 33,000 euros. So I, in theory, deposited with the initial amount that I put in, which I think was around about 15,000 euros. And the compounding plus the affiliate commissions all went in. And then my net profit was here. So I've withdrawn this amount here. And my total return was 124.2%, which means that for me to have the money back, the 15,000, I'm pretty much running risk-free. So if I go to 2022, and obviously there's no amounts on here yet because we're only in January, but you can see here for 2022, the deposit here of 1,379 was the amount that was compounded from December. I withdrew, finally, that's my final withdrawal actually, come out of 2.3, and I also received 400 in affiliate commissions. So my yield node balance at this point in time is just under 1,400, and bearing in mind my initial investment was 15,000 over a few months, and I've pulled out in total about 35,000. I'm basically 35 or 34,000 euros up, and I've now got this amount here. And as of I suppose the end of January, if that profit is 6, 7, 8%, then it's all good. So that's the way it's working. There has been not a single issue with withdrawals. You put your withdrawal in, if I put it in here. So if we go through the withdrawal process, it's pretty straightforward. So I've got the amounts here. This is the withdrawal. You can use Bitcoin, you can use Sapphire, so no problems with the withdrawal process. I've been using Bitcoin. I use Bitstamp as my Bitcoin provider, shall we say. And at the moment, I've gone back to compounding 100% profits. For a few months there, I had it on 0, and then I just decided what I wanted to put in. But as you can see here, I've got some eligible amounts for transfer. So because this 4,394 euros has gone over 6 months, I can now pull that out, and I could put a request in this. As long as I put in a request before the 15th of January, it will then come out by the 8th of the following month. So it's almost a 30-day kind of period before putting it in, making the withdrawal request and the withdrawal actually coming out. So, and you can see the withdrawal histories here. There's some credits here and compounding and so on and so forth. So it's all clearly stated in the way that it works. Okay. And here you can say this is the withdrawal. So there it was in Bitcoin, and this is the date. So I put the request in here, and then the date that it came out was the 8th of January, as you can see. So all of it is very, very smooth. From an affiliate point of view, as I say, I'll be upfront with you, here's the affiliate earnings here, and you just move, it becomes available, you move it into the withdrawable balance, and then you can deposit into the yieldnode system as well. So just by me speaking to people, spreading the good news, should we say, of yieldnodes, because it's been fantastic, I've actually managed to receive an amount of €6,000, which is amazing. That never was that ever in my mind when I set this up to do it. So it's been great. So if we just go to the performance, and you can see the performance over time. So let's just say that I deposited 15,000, which I did. Obviously, I didn't do it right at the start of time when it first started. I did it obviously 16 months ago. But if we have a look at that, if I had put it in way back in September 2019, so it would have been a year and a bit, well, was that 13 months more than I did. Over time, that, and if I compounded time on time again, that would be worth 219,000, which is amazing. Even if you pulled it out month by month, it still would have been 57,000. So I'm just going to keep that 13.8 in and let it compound for the next, hopefully, couple of years. Now, who knows how long this is going to last? And the guys at YieldNodes are always saying in their emails, diversify your investments and so on and so forth. There is a risk involved, all that type of stuff, which is obvious. Okay. So just bear in mind. So only put in what you can afford to lose. Now I'm in a lucky situation that I put money in. Obviously I've taken out more than I put in, so I'm running risk free now. So I'm just going to let it run and see how it goes. There was some audits done. Now I actually mentioned some audits last time. I think it was in March. They were done in October. So just after I started putting money in, and that was done. And then there was a audit and feasibility check, which was done online, but it was picked by a random selection of selected people who have already invested in YieldNodes that wanted to have a look to make sure that it was all above board. And the feedback that we've got from those people is that there was more than enough in the kitty, should we say, so in the coffers, should there be any issues with, for example, the fluctuation of coins that they're masternoding. And obviously bear in mind that they masternode probably a lot of their own coins as well as Bitcoin and a few others. So it's all kind of tied in together. And if we have a look at the YieldNode website, which I'm sure that you've read, or if you haven't, go onto it and read it and use the link if you wish to do that. This isn't a trading scheme. It's funds that are used to rent servers for masternoding and generate coins that they then sell. So it's a rental program in effect. And I think that's the beauty of it from my point of view, is that we're not worried about the fluctuation of coins. So when you put your money in, obviously it goes in and it gets converted to euros. And the only time you get it back out is as Bitcoin is when it gets deposited back into your Bitcoin account. At that point, obviously the fluctuation can happen. If you don't take it out quickly, then you may go up and it may go down, of course. So just from my point of view, it's been fantastic. The 16 months have been unbelievable. Obviously, there's tax to be paid on those profits, but that's fine. It's just like an income. But my recommendation for you getting involved in YieldNodes is it's the best online ongoing profit that I've been involved in. I've tried to find something as equal to it that's got the risk and reward that YieldNodes has, and I haven't come across it yet. But no, it's been fantastic. Just in addition to that, the YieldNodes teams have said that they're doing other things, and there's emails and stuff gone out about them pushing out their business. So they're not just solely reliant on the YieldNodes system to provide the revenues and the stability of the business. So they're also trying to get some jurisdictions and stuff sorted out so that it's all regulated and what have you. But that's obviously proving to be tricky. So yep, this is unregulated. Yes, it's risky, but I do think that from my point of view, the journey that I've been on, the risk that I took was definitely worth it. So if you've got any questions, please get in contact. And I hope that if you've got some spare money to put to one side, I started off with €500. Obviously, I've invested a bit more into that since then. It's probably the best in risk-reward investment that I've put into. So that's it for now. I will try and do another update sooner rather than later. I certainly won't leave it almost a year before the next one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.